Yeehaw, soldiers! It's your boy, the Anime Sage, coming at you with another video, and this is with Naruto's Reincarnation of the Stage 6 Pass, Part 8. This is also the finale of the series, so let's get into this, I guess. But first, a word from our sponsor. This video is sponsored by YEEHAW. You want some nice looking anime and meme apparel or clothing, this is a site for you. You'll also use code MEME for 5% off orders of $49+. I repeat, code MEME, and code MEMES for 10% off orders of $9+. I repeat, code MEMES. All of you buying stuff there also supports me, so go check out YEEHAW. Their links will be in the description. In terms of other what ifs that are coming up, since my schedule is kind of messed up right now, in fact it's really messed up, but whatever, you guys will get Whirlpool Naruto Part 7 and What If MHA and Yu-Gi-Oh! GX were combined, or something similar to that title, so that should be nice. Watch the community tab like a hawk as you guys get polls, vid updates, see select what ifs you want for the week, and of course some other fun stuff in between. So again, watch the community tab like a hawk. 65% of the people who watch the videos are not subscribed to me, so if you enjoy this type of content, there'll be content some of this in the future, and I think that should be reason enough to subscribe, so hit the little sub button, so yeah, do that, I guess. Check out my Patreon, I have some nice rewards you can get if you support me financially. Links out in the description. And it's time for some quick social media plugs. Twitter is @sage4, Instagram is @sage4, and of course join my Discord server. I will give you all reasons to fall shy to join us at the end of the video, so watch until the end. Alright, time for usual checklist. If you haven't seen the last part, the link to that will be in the description. And if you haven't seen the series at all, check out the playlist. I apologize for not getting this out to you guys sooner, but again, had to make sure this finale was great, and also, you know, a little thing happened yesterday, and if you've seen my recent community posts, you probably know what it is. But anyways, with all out of the way, let's get right into the finale. Alright, so we last saw Naruto come back to village to pass his test, you know, tonight half room, which was fight everybody in, I guess, short terms. And we had just witnessed the Akatsuki ready to start their plan to get alternate Cherokee. Orochimaru was like, shall we start with the Sand Village? Deidara and Sasori get ready and cannot wait to get Gaara and most likely fight this Naruto fellow, because there are probably some spies and stuff like that, well, mostly from Zetsu, that, you know, the Akatsuki now know that Naruto was giving, you know, people like Gaara, Yugito, and all the Cherokee Hirashi knives, so they're aware of what Naruto's doing, but they're kind of confident that they can beat him, because Orochimaru will use the Impure World Reincarnation Jutsu to bring back the second Mizukage as a bit of a starting point for the jutsu that he's developed over the years, and it's a guy that you all are familiar with, and this is going to be a bit of a test run, but because at least they can bring back Deidara and Sasori potentially after all this fight is said and done if they can't beat Naruto. But at the same time, they believe that there's no way Naruto can match the power of a Kage and two Akatsuki members. Now, before these guys get annihilated by Naruto, I'm going to make this very clear. Naruto has probably unlocked most, if not all, of his abilities from the Stage 6 Pass. The thing here is that he doesn't have to use all of them, or even like a fraction of them, because he's just way too strong. There's no ninja that can stand up to him, not even the previous Kage. The only person who could have a chance to beat Naruto at this point is probably Kaguya, but that might not even be enough because Naruto was just nuts at this point, because if you remember, Hagoromo kinda took the powers of Kaguya, and yeah, Naruto would kinda have those powers as well, so yeah. Anyways, Deidara, Sasori, and second Mizukage go to Hidden Sand Village, and when Gaara and company learn that there's an attack, he'll use the power of the Hirashi and summon Naruto, or at least give him a notification, I guess. Naruto gets the notification, and like Mike says whenever I upload a new video, he gets to Sand Village immediately because of the Hirashi, or more exactly, sends a clone and goes back to sleep. Naruto's clone sees Deidara flying around on his little clay bird, and then Naruto will just destroy Deidara pretty easily on top of that bird, because again, Naruto's clone are just as OP. The clone will push Deidara into a corner as he's fighting him, and then Deidara will have to escape, and that should bait Naruto to fighting Sasori, the second Mizukage, in addition to fighting Deidara. Naruto will, you know, see all these dudes ready to fight him, and the two Akatsuki members believe that they can beat him, along with, again, the second Mizukage, and they would be wrong. Naruto seals to the second Mizukage pretty easily and destroys Deidara and Sasori, killing them very easily. Naruto could destroy their bodies, but Naruto wants a challenge of the Imperfect World Reincarnation Jutsu, as again, Hagoromo's kind of made him aware of this, and Naruto, in a way, will show how inferior the Akatsuki are compared to him, because even with the Imperfect World Reincarnation Jutsu, they could bring back anybody. It's not gonna be enough to beat Naruto at all, so yeah. Anyway, so Naruto's clone is fanged by Gaara, and the clone will disappear, and then Naruto will receive the memories and will be startled awake as Kurama and Hagoromo will laugh at him, and then Naruto, a bit annoyed, will go back to sleep. Meanwhile, back to Akatsuki, Zetsu reports on the battle, and Orochimaru and the Akatsuki are shocked because Naruto seems to have quadrupled in power from the last time he fought Orochimaru, which is not good at all. The Akatsuki now all agreed that they need to defeat Naruto first because he can definitely stop all their plans and destroy the possibility of all their hopes and dreams from becoming a reality. So this means they need to launch a combined frontal assault into Naruto, or to more exact, a full-scale war with all the Akatsuki members, and of course, dead bodies, I guess. So that means they will give Naruto all they got. Naruto, meanwhile, is hanging out with a few of his girls as Sumari left and Naruto gave her a goodbye kiss, and those girls are Sakura, Ino, and Hinata. They all talk about how awesome Naruto is and how great of a boyfriend he is, and all the other jazz. Naruto says, "Thanks, and I'm glad I am your boyfriend. Same for all my other girls as well." All the girls just smile, and then Naruto will say, "I cannot wait for the marriage. It's gonna be great." Both Hagoromo and Kurama just smile as Naruto's grown so much, but of course the marriage will be in around like 3 or 4 years, so whatever. Meanwhile, let's get to Sasuke, who high-fives Naruto as, he's hanging out with his girls. And, Sasuke and Naruto haven't seen each other in a very long time, so it's a pretty good reunion. Naruto's got to see Sasuke, Sasuke's got to see Naruto, and both sit down for a bit. Naruto will say, "How are you doing, Sasuke?" Sasuke will say, "Doing pretty good. You seem to have grown quite a bit, though you already were insanely powerful for a game before you got an instantaneous jump to join after tuning exams." Naruto smiles and says, "I've heard from Lei Tsunade and Kakashi you were able to become a join recently like Neji." Sasuke smiles as he did become a join along with Neji. In reality, I think if there were anyone else who could become a join pretty quickly among the Konoha 12, especially with a bit of a tune-up in their personality, I think it would be Sasuke because he's a prodigy himself. With him training with Kakashi over the years and him getting over the Itachi stuff bit by bit, I mean, it's still there, but it's not as, I guess, integral because he's slowly getting over it because, again, he has relationships and friends and stuff like that. And he's being less and less consumed by revenge. And again, more so just wants to train and kill Itachi just for more, I guess, just reasons. Like, less anger, more want to make sure that my family can be avenged and stuff like that. The vengeance is still there, but again, it's not as anger filled and stuff like that. So yeah. And Sasuke has a feeling he could be Itachi fought him today, so that's pretty good for him. But right now, Sasuke has a long-distance girlfriend, because there was an exchange of letters and stuff like that, so Karin and Sasuke's relationship grew. And then Naruto clone came up clutch and gave Sasuke Hirashin kunai, and then gave Karin one, so that allowed Sasuke and Karin to visit each other very easily. So Naruto came up clutch with that, and I think he wants these two to get together, and it's very likely that will happen, potential spoiler alert, as this will allow a symbolic reunion of the family of Hagoromo, or more so the sons of Hagoromo, as Karin and Sasuke marry because, reincarnation and stuff like that. So yeah, Naruto will get up and will say to Sasuke, "How are things to Karin?" Sasuke will say, "It's going very well." Naruto will say, "That's good. Have you done anything with her yet?" In a joking manner. Sasuke will say, "Nope, like you and your Aram sisters." Naruto will grin, and then both will separate. Naruto will go on dates with Kin, Tayuya, Haku, Tenten, all the other girls over the next week, and life is pretty good right now. Naruto will talk with them about the next couple of years, how a girl will be, and the other stuff teens usually think about when they first date before they get a reality check and realize that's not how life works and stuff like that, because, oh, I'm gonna marry this girl, I'm gonna date her for the rest of my life, and that's not how life works. Though in the world of Naruto, it'll probably work out. And by the way, side note, because I did reference this, I guess, if y'all ever get into dating in like high school, college, or even later than that, the person you're dating will most likely not be the person you marry in life, I guess, because things can change and stuff like that. And again, there's no shame in that if your first person that you date and stuff like that isn't going to be the one for you, because it happens, So yeah, I feel like I need to give this advice to everyone, even to grown adults, because I have seen some people not grow out of that mentality in a way, and that kind of yields some undesirable results. So yeah. Anyways, Naruto will get some minor missions. Well, minor is in minor for him because he's way too powerful in like S and A rank missions, and he completes them very easily. So yeah. Meanwhile, Orochimaru and the Akatsuki are getting ready to invade the Leaf Village. They're bringing a powerful army with them, as in Orochimaru got Madara, Hashirama, and Tobirama. And again, Madara is pretty OP on his own, but you also have Hashirama and Tobirama. So it's a pretty powerful group of ninja, and a normal ninja wouldn't be able to handle that group. But Naruto is not a normal ninja. The Akatsuki do know they need to take care of Naruto, otherwise their plans are done. Also, Kabuto has arrived as well, so, that's pretty good for Orochimaru, I guess. And they also have the other Kage as well, such as the third grade Kage and stuff like that, so it seems like they're ready to take down Naruto once and for all. But again, they're in for a rude awakening. Naruto gets some future visions, I guess, that the Akatsuki are coming with an army, in a way, I guess. Then Hagoromo will talk with Naruto, and he'll go over the 3 individuals on the Akatsuki that he kind of needs to save. Not in like a rescue type of way, like, you're trying to like physically rescue someone, but more so a rescue of their hearts because they're filled with pain and darkness. The first 2, again, are of course Nagato and Konan, but Naruto already knows about them. Hagoromo's just telling Naruto to save their hearts just for Jiraiya's sake, as they're again a casualty of Madara and, by extension, Black Zetsu's plan. Hagoromo will then say, there is also a foe more powerful than Nagato on the Akatsuki. He wears a mask and utilizes the one half of Kamui he has, short-range Kamui, to make himself intangible. He is Kakashi's old teammate, Minato's old student, Obito Uchiha. Naruto decides why in a bit and asks why would Minato's former student Obito join in this plan, again if he's a student of his father in a team of Kakashi. And Hagoromo will detail the experiences of Obito, how he was an orphan at a young age, how he had experienced war at a young age, and the definitive moment he snapped when, the death of Rin and stuff like that. Naruto realizes Obito had a bit of a tragic life, as he kind of has the same dreams that he had growing up, becoming the Hokage and stuff like that. And was in similar circumstances Naruto had before, again, he met Hagoromo and Kurama. And in a way, Naruto just feels bad for Obito in a way, because, again, he never had, like, a guy like the Sage 6 Pass or Kurama to help him out in a way, and it kind of led him down this path of darkness where he was manipulated by Madara, who in extension is kind of being manipulated by Black Zetsu. Hagoromo had told Naruto that it was the masked man that caused the attack, by the way, but he saved the Obito information for when the time was right. Naruto says, "I will save the hearts of Nagato, Konan, and Obito if it's the last thing I do. Believe it." After talking with Hagoromo, Naruto gets Sasuke as he wants Sasuke to fight Itachi because that's his fight. And again, I'm sure Sasuke would appreciate that, And by the way, Naruto's going to give Sasuke a bit of an evolution, but I will get to that later. Anyways, Naruto drags Sasuke to the battlefield, and while that's all happening, the Akatsuki are traveling to the Leaf Village, and they're around halfway to their destination when they meet Naruto and Sasuke. Sasuke will see Itachi and sees the moment he's been waiting for so long, putting in all that blood, sweat, and tears. Everything he has accomplished has come down to this moment where he finally fights Itachi and kills him once and for all. He'll fight Itachi and go to a different area with him, and Naruto will fight the rest of the Akatsuki and, all the, revived dead Hokages and stuff like that. Obito will say, "Well, Nine-Tails Jinchuriki, you have proven to be a thorn inside of us all for a very long time, but it ends now." Then in comes Madara as he's here, and he will say, "I have heard many things about you, Nine-Tails. He's going to be the main threat destroying all of my plans, so this ends now." By the way, there's probably that revelation about, Madara, not being Madara and stuff like that, but it's kind of not important here because, again, they kind of need all the bot fighters they can get and stuff like that, and they want to end Naruto now, so, whatever. Naruto will say, "You're mistaken, as I will show you guys that all this effort to revive the first two Hokage, to bring back Madara, to bring back the Kage of other villages, all of that, it's just a waste. Your plans end here." Naruto will look at Konan in the Path of Pain, and of course the masked man Obito, knowing that those are Jiraiya students, and of course Minato's former student. He wants to save again all of them for later, so he decides to end the rest of the Akatsuki and the reanimated dead bodies. He goes into full power and unleashes Truth Seeking Orbs, and will use his Rinnegan at full power, and Naruto then gets to work. Using his speed, he's able to blitz everyone in his path. He steals the third Raikage in what seems like an instant, as well as Deidara and Sasori. Hashirama will try to unleash his wood attacks and will actually summon a wood golem, but Naruto instantly goes into his own Susanoo and proves to be too much for the golem, which shocks both Hashirama and Madara. Naruto then will seal Kabuto and then will keep going. I just want to save Orochimaru as the last villain to be spared before he kills him for all he has done. Naruto will kill Kisame with a Lightning Blade for the heart, and Naruto's Lightning Blade / Chidori is a lot more powerful than Sasuke or Kakashi's. As by the way, quick note, Lightning Blade and Chidori are basically the same thing, so whatever. Naruto will continue on his killing spree as he'll fight Tobirama and will seal him within an instant, which, shocks Hashirama and Madara because, Tobirama is pretty strong, in their opinions, and right now they're kind of witnessing the power of a god and they don't even know it yet. And again, they're both, Madara mainly is concerned because he had a lot of respect for Tobirama as a fighter and he got sealed in an instant, but Hashirama is kind of impressed right now by Naruto, so yeah. The Paths of Pain will try to attack Naruto, but Naruto just dodges all of them pretty easily. Naruto will then fight Hashirama and seal him in an instant, so that puts a lot of alarm bells inside the head of Madara as he respects Hashirama a lot, as we all know. Hidan will try to defeat Naruto, but Naruto in an instant uses his Ho-Oh and will slice Hidan apart, and he dies because his entire body is sliced into bits, so no part of his body should be functioning at all, not even his head because that was sliced apart. Or maybe he's still alive, but can't necessarily do anything. I don't care. He's still, not going to be able to fight. Naruto will then kill Kakasu instantaneously by firing off wood spike beams from his hand, which will stab all of Kakasu's hearts, and that causes him to die instantaneously. Naruto is still not tired, by the way, because again, he's OP, so, whatever. Orochimaru will then die next, as Naruto will use Kirin and will destroy him like he did with Kabuto, and of course, that will cause the rest of the reanimation, bodies or whatever, to disappear. but Madara does what he did in original canon, and Naruto actually wants him there anyways because we got an incoming revelation. Naruto just leagues above so many people right now, and it seems like all the plans of the Akatsuki are just coming to an end. Naruto then decides to go after Zetsu, but the Zetsu habs then retreat in different directions, and Naruto will kill White Zetsu first using his Rasengan. Then Naruto will then go after Black Zetsu and reveal to Madara that he has been fooled by manipulation of Black Zetsu from, manipulating the stone tablet and all the other stuff. So yeah, Madara will ask, how would you know all this? Naruto will say, because I am the Sage of Six Paths, or the reincarnation of him to be more exact. These orbs, they're true seeking orbs. My Rinnegan, a power of the Sage. I can revive everyone here, bring anything I want to life, kill anyone I want, and revive him just the same. I am a god. However, you have a right to know about the lies of Black Zetsu and his plans to one day stab you in the back in order to revive his mother, Kaguya. Madara will say, I still don't believe you. Naruto will say, I guess you might need to hear from the Sage himself. Naruto touches Madara, and Madara contacts the Sage in a bit of a, dreamlike state/world, I guess. The Sage himself will confirm everything Naruto is saying, and Madara's left speechless because for so long, he's been played a fool by this Black Zetsu guy. Black Zetsu tries to get away, but Naruto will kill him, and Zetsu will no longer be an issue in the future. Honestly, Zetsu by himself is weak, but his influence on Naruto's history and lore and stuff like that is massive. Naruto will then ask Madara what he wants to do, and Madara will say, just seal me. My time here is over, and my entire plan was built on a lie. Naruto will say, I'll do this out of respect for you because I think the dead should be allowed to rest. Naruto will do this, and then we'll go to Obito and we'll say, unmask yourself, Obito Uchiha. Obito is shocked that Naruto knows who he is and will unmask himself. Konan and Pain/Nagato will be like, oh, so that's what he looks like. Naruto will say, so, you're my father's student. Naruto will then tell Obito everything that Madara did, including the Rin stuff, and Obito is just putting his head down. Obito wants to sacrifice himself like in Ninja Canon, and in this case, Naruto will kill him because, I guess that's the equivalent of that, because again, Obito feels like his sins can't be redeemed, and Naruto will grant him the wish. Naruto then goes to Konan and Nagato, and he says, I'm sorry you two have suffered so much due to Obito and Danzo. Nagato will try to counter about this cycle of hatred and stuff like that, and Naruto will just counter with his facts and logic, and we'll talk about how there can be true peace without everyone suffering the same pain and, violence, stuff like that, and he'll create true peace in the world because, again, he's basically God. Nagato will put his head down, and then Naruto will ask for Nagato's true biolocation. Naruto will then heal the legs of Nagato, and both Nagato and Konan are shocked because they didn't expect that, Nagato will wonder what he should do now, and Naruto will say he should remain the leader of the Rain Village so he can maintain order in that, village and stuff like that and keep it stable and stuff like that. And Naruto also wants to work with Nagato in a way to help heal the Rain Village, as that's been a bit of a site for wars and stuff like that. So, yeah. Naruto will also tell Konan and Nagato to, talk with Jiraiya, and they'll do that, and then Konan and Nagato will leave back to the Rain Village, and the Akatsuki are finally officially disbanded. Naruto then decides to check up on Sasuke, and in terms of the Sasuke and Itachi fight, it's going in the favor of Sasuke, because Naruto gave Sasuke an evolution. Now, what was that evolution? Well, let's just say a one-eyed Rinnegan. Let's just say since, Naruto is the Sage of Six Paths, well, he kinda got the Rinnegan like he did in the canon, and as well as the Mangekyou Sharingan, without having to go through all the hoops and valleys and stuff like that. So that's pretty good for Sasuke. And you have to also combine that with the fact that Itachi is sick. And Sasuke will win after a Susanoo battle when she fired off Indra's arrow. And as Sasuke disassembles his Susanoo, he finds Itachi just dead on the ground. Sasuke has finally won and accomplished this long-time goal, and will never learn the truth about Itachi, which I don't think he needs to hear in this canon at all. Sasuke has finally killed a demon from his past, and is now free officially, and mentally and all that type of stuff. Naruto will walk up to Sasuke and will be proud of Sasuke, and both of them head back to the Leaf Village. Another big change here is Kaguya never appears anywhere as canon or whatever, and even if she did, honestly, she would just lose to Naruto. Naruto will then be greeted by his girls, and now we'll go, to 3 years later. Sasuke is playing his wedding with Karin, and Naruto is doing his thing with his girls, you know, setting up the weddings, other stuff like that. And during a time skip, Naruto had a bit of an encounter with Danzo, who had grown tired of him and wants the power of his ray gun, and it doesn't go well for Danzo, and Danzo is killed, and his entire organization is in shambles. Naruto would also still, I guess, go up against Tsuneri in his canon, and, you know, when Tsuneri tries to kidnap Hanabi, he dies instantly, so, yeah. Again, Naruto is just way too strong, and also Tsuneri is completely irrelevant, because Naruto already has Hinata, and Ino, and Sakura, and a lot of other girls as well. Anyways, during this time skip as well, Naruto helps with relations between all the other villages, which means that Naruto is essentially creating peace with all the other villages, and, you know, his goal for peace throughout the entire world is getting closer and closer to becoming a reality. This will make him a really good candidate to become Hokage at only 19 years old, and because of his Shadow Clone and stuff like that, he probably would be a great Hokage, and actually he will become Hokage around 19 years old, which I think would make him the youngest Hokage ever. His coronation will be after his wedding. In terms of Jiraiya, when Naruto told him about Nagato and Konan and the fact they're alive and stuff like that, he went to the Rain Village, and there was a nice reunion there. Nagato says he's already worked with Naruto to make Jiraiya's dream become a reality, and Jiraiya's pretty happy as the dream he had will soon become a reality because of two of his students, so yeah. And good news for all you guys, Jiraiya is alive and well in this what if, and I'm also going to get two people together, two certain people. Well, one of them is Jiraiya, and, well, yeah, I think you know where this is going. In the era of peace where Tsunade is soon going to step down as Hokage, she thinks about Jiraiya and in a way realizes what she had been feeling deep down, but never really had the chance to tell Jiraiya, based on his, you know, pervy actions and stuff like that. And that is, she loves him. Jiraiya and Tsunade will be at Tsunade's usual drinking place, and Tsunade will talk with Jiraiya, and she'll talk about everything that's happened in the last couple of years, and how Naruto's bringing the entire world together. Jiraiya concurs, and he'll talk about him visiting Konan and Nagato, and all the other stuff, I guess. Tsunade will then say to Jiraiya, you know, I know you had the little infatuation with me when we were younger. I have denied your attempts to date me for a very long time. How about I go on that date you always wanted? Jiraiya then smiles. I haven't talked about Kurenai for a while. Well, she still has Asuma with her, as Asuma didn't die to Hidana's kin, and now Duke can now take care of his daughter. So that's good for, I guess, both, Asuma because he gets to see his daughter, and for Kurenai because she doesn't have to raise the baby alone, and Naruto and the rest of the teammate will visit and play with Mirai. So that's pretty good, I guess. Anyways, Naruto will have his wedding with all his girls, what is it, like 17, I believe. A lot of people there, I guess, you know, like Zabuza, Tsunade, Jiraiya, everyone you would expect, I guess. Naruto would kiss all of them, and I'm pretty sure you know what he did in the honeymoon. Shadow Clone action, if you get what I'm saying, right? Naruto will become Hokage shortly after that, and then Sasuke will have his wedding with Karin, and it's a very good wedding, as him and Karin share a kiss, and the feud between Indra and Ashura is finally over. Hagoromo will then cry as he no longer has to feel the pain he felt for thousands of years, and can now finally start fresh with Naruto doing his thing, I guess, and I guess Sasuke and Karin, you know, with their little stuff, I guess, you know. Years later, Naruto is playing with all his kids while Cole handles all the paperwork, and there's now peace within the world. And by the way, Naruto would probably have around, what would be like 18 to 20 kids, because Himawari would still be born, and honestly, I cannot come with, you know, names for all his kids, so I'll have you guys make your own kids list of names, with the rules being at least 17 to 18 kids, and probably the limit, you know, 2 per wife. So yeah, his wife Kurosuchi, who again he married, became the fourth Tsuchikage, and while that would be a bit of a bummer for a lot of people because again Kurosuchi has to stay in the Stone Village, it isn't problem for Naruto since it's flying Raijin, so that's pretty good for him. The world is finally at peace, and Naruto had united the world in many ways. One from all the women he found and fell in love with along the way, and from his powers at Stage 6 Pass, and of course from his foreign relations, I guess, techniques and stuff like that. He not only stopped the cycle of Indra and Ashura fighting, but has also stopped war and conflict as a whole. Conditions in the Rain Village are getting better, and the entire world is advancing. All thanks to a guy who was the reincarnation of the Stage 6 Paths. And no one can touch him, not even the Otsutsuki's like Ishiki. And so, as the world of Naruto comes into peace and stability, I shall say goodbye to the series of What If Naruto was the reincarnation of Stage 6 Paths. For as we all know, good things must come to an end. Thank you all for watching with Naruto's Reincarnation Stage 6 Paths, the finale. I'm glad you guys love this series, and it was a series that played a major role in growing my channel to where it is now. But again, I won't continue into Boruto, as I think the result would be a bit too obvious. What I mean by that is, Naruto here has united all the villages, but Again, this time has his power to stage 6 pass, which means, again, he's going to outclass Otsutsuki's like Ishiki and Momoshiki, so that's kind of a bit of a problem for conflict purposes. And Boruto kind of already has a little bit of those issues in its manga, I don't know. I feel like Naruto could literally just like solve all the problems, and Boruto would basically be just a footnote. So I feel like there's just no reason for me to continue into the story. And also, Boruto doesn't really have that much material itself, so yeah. Again, unless there's a Otsutsuki that's more powerful than Hagoromo, which isn't going to happen, I'm not going to continue into Boruto. So, yeah. Great for MHA XGX and Whirlpool Naruto. Watch my community tab like a hawk, that is really important. And check out Beautiful Halo, that really does help me out. And finally, follow me on Twitter for no way to get notified of my videos, Instagram for memes, and some more fun stuff in between. And finally, join my Discord for access to elementary content, notification when I live stream ahead of time, and of course, the ability to suggest me ideas directly. These are great ways for you guys to interact with me, so follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and join my Discord server. Shout out to my $10 patrons, their names on the screen. My $20 patron, X20 Gamer, and my $50 patron, Anguish. If you want to support me further and get rewards to shoutouts like these, go to my Patreon, which is linked in the description. Also, make sure you guys follow my Twitch, as I do stream over there as well. Let's get to 19k and then 20k. We're getting close. That's all I have to say. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share the video. This has been your boy, the Anime Sage. Sign out. Peace. YEEHAW. Cynthia Shay. Close us out. Bye-bye. Peace.
Hi, this is Stephanie Shea, voice actress for Sailor Moon, Hinata, Orihime, and you are watching Anime Sage.